camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Found his target, it's Anderson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Gets around him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this 1st drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Joey Sly for the Panther field goal. A 26-yard.
And his kick here is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And here's Hoff-Richter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain.
When you run drag, pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
His pass.
Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he hits Gronkowski on the out route. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Gurley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Gurley.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's
not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And a Panther 1st down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And down to the 29-yard line.
The pass.
A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
43 yards.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. Ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now back to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 17. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
No gain on the
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On play action, here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
At the 40-yard line.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Being chased out left. And he's going to keep, and I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now, we had the fumble last week. Now, here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
At the 41-yard line.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan, How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Panthers.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And this will be taken at the 13. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not.
And now here is another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Slide for the PAT.
The point after.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Panthers 24, Falcons 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Wave goodbye. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, 78 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
The score, Panthers 24, Falcons 14.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They go quickly here out to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
DJ Moore.
23 yards, the final tally.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Carlson able to put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. They try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The 33-yard line.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. 3rd down here. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tua on 4th down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Falcons. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Panthers 31, Falcons 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And 6 at the 24-yard line.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. This is the tight end, Njoku. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 miles.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Panthers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall back.